Alright, did this go through? Let's see. Are we a thing? We're a thing? We're waiting to be a thing. Da, da, da. This is a lie. There's a bobtail goldfish on. There we go. I know I haven't made socials for any of the other stuff, but I barely keep up with the stuff on for ours, you know? So it seems kind of silly for me to dope. Alright, cool, 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 cool. Let's send it. Send it to you. We'll send it to you. We'll send it to you. We'll send it to you. All right. And then I need to... Why do you still say we're offline? Come on, creator dashboard. There we go. Hey, Frary. Sorry if I'm just now seeing your chat. Yeah. I was trying to get everything set up and going. How are you doing? Oh. Before I start filling stuff up. Which means I'm not going to have enough. Nice. Always a good thing to try to do, you know? Bob will be along in a little bit. I'm dealing with some stuff on this side. So we'll probably be ending a little earlier than typical. But I wanted to get on. Get my daily event progress in. And then I'll probably switch over unless people show up. And I decide I'm going to show off what the TOS tune is. Change it to my Mako outfit. Or my Omega outfit. My Canon outfit.
Operations is locked down. Use the exocomms to get the doors open. Get to the consoles down in the security hub. Deploy exocomms to the consoles. Once all three are set, they'll start tracking the security system.
Alright. Deploying exocomp.
This is going to be great.
This system won't even know what hit it. I'll cut through the security like a hot knife through soft butter.
All right, the exocomms have started their hack. Keep them in one piece.
Attention terrorists. Your efforts here are doomed to fail.
Tholian weapon is not stellar, is it?
Bring me their heads, or you'll all spend your final moments in an agonizer pool.
Almost there. System hack at 75%. Watch your exocomms.
Whoever kills these terrorists get their own ship to command.
Taking fire over here. Now. Ouch. Feeling a lot less optimal over here.
That's it. Security system bypass complete.
Security team, report to operation. Not let anyone inside.
That door control should allow you to open the blast door now. Deploy exocomms at the database before the Terrans delete all the files.
Legion, I don't have time to waste on your lackeys. Face me yourself, coward!
Okay, Jones. Let's do this.
Transporter room, emergency transport!
I don't think I noticed the fact that one of the exocomps dropped Leroy Jenkins' joke.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
Okay, here we go. Keep those exocomms intact so we can get what we came here for.
All technicians, report to ops. Delete the database before they steal it from us. You are swiftly becoming annoying.
Oh, sorry.
Computer, initiate transport.
Right when we started, one of the exocomps said, alright, chums, let's do this. Which I recognize from the old World of Warcraft Leroy Jenkins video. Leroy Jenkins goes, alright, chums, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Computer, initiate transport. Surprise!
Data acquisition at 50%.
like how it just says data deleted 0 out of 20 red as a red. Like it's a bad thing that I lost
You
no
won't
data
get
in
rid of me
this.
that easy. Damn it! When's the tiger? Get me out of here!
All right. Off to the shuttle bay.
New plan. Don't die while I come up with a better plan. Keep up the pressure. You put a few dents in it, but it's still in the fight.
Which ones will?
You're actually doing this! Amazing! That runabout's in bad shape now. Keep fighting! So long, Quinn. I'm envious. I've wanted to pop that pompous gas bag for years
All right.
now.
What am I
Well
picking up?
done.
Am I picking up? I don't think I need competitive war game. Picking up temporal the marks. There we go. Cool. Because now I can do this. Dope. Oh man. Oh. I can do the rest of these. Do I do them on my Klingon though? I think I do them on my Klingon. Holy crap. I didn't even realize that I got these tokens. Getting some free ships. I'm getting some free ships. Oh, man. didn't buy out the event. That's the weird thing. Were they prizes from the summer event? Because I didn't buy out this event. I just looked in here and it's like, hey, look, do you have 2 free? I have 2 tier 6 ship coupons. Yeah, I'm not going to complain too hard. Tucker. Daystrom. We're going to hold off. You know what? We'll hold off on using them. Because I'm willing to bet that they are account bound. Yep, they're account bound. So we're going to go dump them in the account bank. And we will figure out what to do with them. I think we might try to use them on a different character. Because I've got a Romulan, I've got a Klingon, I've got a Jem'Hadar. So do we use them to get a Cardassian ship? You know, like a nice... I already own all these ones. Do we use them to get a Cardassian ship for my Jem'Hadar? Do we use them to get a big... I already have that Jem'Hadar ship. To get a new Jem'Hadar ship. Do we use them on the Romulan so I can actually finally get, you know, my Didierdix? Or this one, which allows me to get the Talis. There's a lot of choices, a lot of options here. I also really like the look of these ones that kind of have the exposed singularity cores. Space bug escorts. I don't like escorts though, so I don't know if I want to spend my my money on escorts. Oh, hey there, how's it going? With the new person there, and not here anymore. Bye. Klingon. What do we have for Klingons? Big carrier for the Klingons. Orions. For reasons. That's a kind of cool looking ship. It's another pilot escort. Or the other option is, do I finally just break down? Because I know I want it. And figure out how to get my hands on an upgraded Connie. Right? Like, we know the Shangri-La. I get the Constitution. Right? That's a weird looking ship. I don't know if I like that. It's not a strike wing escort. Is that a Nakira? Oh no, Norway. Whatever the Norway looks like. Damn, you have a lot of stuff that you need to get the tier 5 versions for to get that. There's the Scott. And that's the one that's got the day, and that's the one where you get the Daystrom and the Tucker as the other versions. Guardian's a cool looking ship. Dauntless, I think this is one that Bob picked up. There's the Palatine. Daystrom. Augur. Grissom. This is going to be one. Okay, that does the Oberth. Got it. That's a fun looking ship. I swear I can probably spend all day looking at ships and choosing ships. Oh, this is the Shran. Okay. Ooh. Look at you. You turn into an Excelsior, which is dope. The Chekhov. Sutherland. Farragut. Nebula, that's the one. Ships look so weird. The Baran looks pretty cool. Just a car. Tucker. I don't like the 3 nacelle dreadnoughts. Hot take. Do not like the 3 nacelle dreadnoughts. So you're an ambassador at heart. You're the rapiers. You're the defiance. You're gonna be Nebula. You ambassador? No, you're a galaxy. Okay. And you're a Cation ship. You're a dreadnought again. You turn into an Akira. That's okay. Atlantis. Those Dyson ships look really nice. Like, I almost want... Do they have a... Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's the T5. Is there a T6 bundle version of the bundle? There it is. Like, I almost want to just... $200. Is it worth it? No. But they are sleek looking ships. What is a Gagarin? Shepherd, okay. You're gonna be a Prometheus, right? Yeah, you are. Sovereign? No, Avenger. You're an Odyssey. Oh, I know I said I don't like the 3 nacelles, but he's a pretty beefy looking boy. So yeah, you know what? I'll just do it on this character. I'll just do the stuff on this character. I need to go drop off stuff in the bank anyway. Waiting for Bob. Oh, that's what I needed to do. I needed to look up where the Endeavors. Zenkethi ground. Of signs importance. Got it. I can do this thing. Right? It was Zenkethi on the ground, right? Yeah, okay. Neither, please. Earth space dot, please. Alright. So how's everyone doing? Whoever's in the chat. Had a nasty spot of weather last night around here. I had to cancel my usual Thursday night barbecuing. So we did that. What are you flying? You're flying the Shangri-La. Okay, so I mean, kind
Got it true.
Jolan True.
Hello, friend.
Well, there's a bomb, so time for me to switch over. I was just doing my
Well,
daily.
before you do,
Hmm?
before you do, since I see that you're playing Star Trek, have you started the new event yet?
The
Terran event, Empire Advances.
I have, and that's what I was doing before you came on.
Oh yeah, what were you working on?
I just did Operation Wolf, the one where you storm through the
Yeah,
Starbase one.
I was about to ask you about that because I did that for the first time. That's a fucking great TFO. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
I like that one. Counterpoint is okay. Just the ship I'm working on right now is not great for that TFO because it requires a lot of back and forth flying between Terra Nor and DS9. Jupiter Aratus is okay because the ship I'm flying right now, I'm trying to skill up right now, is a Klingon battlecruiser.
Right. Okay.
So it doesn't fly very fast. It doesn't turn very fast. It just hits like a freight train.
Yeah.
So Jupiter Iratus is okay for that one because I can sit in one of the ports in one of the spots where they spawn and just sort of blow everybody up as they show up. And then what's the last one? The last one I haven't actually done the last.
Forged in Fire.
I haven't actually done Forged in Fire.
You absolutely have. You just don't remember it.
Okay.
It's the stupid one where you teleport onto Terok Nor and you have to run through the promenade and then you have to go down into ore processing.
Okay. Yeah. No.
And you come back up and then you have to fight up various different levels with Lita getting in force fields and shit.
Yep. Okay. So I have blocked it on my mind because I don't like that one.
I fucking hate that TFO.
Operation Wolf is by far my favorite of the four options. Especially since I usually stand here with my sniper rifle and I can summon a bunch of mobs. So I'll go in. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, the first stage of the fight is you come down here in Starbase 1, basically.
Yeah.
Come down to this spot here, and there's 3 consoles where you have to deploy exocomps. I usually stand at the middle one with my sniper rifle and all my companions out and just blast away everybody who gets near me. And then you fight your way back up the ramp here.
So what I tend to do is if you, as you're as you go down the ramp there,
Mhm.
before you get to where in this version of Starbase, you get to the requisition officers. There's a terminal off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
I usually position myself between the one on the right and the one in the middle, and
So-
I just set up like minefield, turret, badgie, targ.
Yeah,
Like I
Oh.
just set up all my turrets and shit, and nothing gets close.
because in the first phase of that fight, mobs will spawn in through the doors
From those turbo lifts
over there,
yeah.
there, and they'll also beam in right around in this middle area here.
Yeah.
The second wing of the fight
Yeah.
is in operations here.
Yeah, you fight back up this runway here. This area is locked off by a blast door, which you then open and you come through, and there are 3 terminals in the middle area where that circle is, where the moon, where the Starbase
Yep.
hologram is,
One terminal here.
and then there's 3 terminals they're trying to get to shut down.
Yep.
And then like I usually pick one terminal
that's what I do is
and camp on it.
sniper
and
rifle
then
camp, and I can pick off
The other 4 people defend the other 2.
and
Anchor of Grethel was really busted in this entire TFO.
yeah, it is. I watched people just yank my whole, like, I'm standing up here getting ready to fight, and I just watch them get yanked by chains straight down into the air.
Yeah, so what if you'll stand down on the bottom platform there, and if you chains of Grethel someone on the lower level, it will chains of Grethel people coming out of the top the top doors as well, so they just can't move.
Yep. It's redonkulous. But yeah, I'll usually station myself right around here, and I can snipe sections 2 and 3. I can cover 4 if I have to, but I'm also usually just right here on 1. And then Admiral Quinn is phasing in and out, bouncing around. He's the big bad for this fight.
So my run of that this morning,
Uh-huh.
Admiral Quinn got stabbed to death by Badgie.
Nice. And then final phase of the fight, as you come out here, there's a couple of patrols through here.
Yeah.
You open the blast doors to get into the shuttle bay, and then it's you fighting a runabout, Admiral Quinn and a runabout.
And there's some ads, but
Some ads, but you can just
mostly
ignore
kills
the
them on
ads.
his own.
Yeah,
Mostly kills them on his own.
he'll do big AOE's that I hit.
In fact, it's
everybody.
that runabout right there, because that runabout's not there in the TFO.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see the name on this runabout, because would be hilarious if this was the USS Tigris, because that's the runabout he's flying in the TFO is the ISS Tigris. But yeah,
Oh, but the runabout's names are usually at the front, right?
yeah, they're usually across the bow like the Galileo was. This one doesn't seem to be named, but he's generally just strafing here in this dock area up here that you can't access. And again, I do the campy thing where I position myself up on some boxes, because the layout is different. The boxes and the barrels and stuff are different. I camp myself on one of these, and I can just snipe, and if he blows me off with his attack, I can just run right back into position. No harm, no foul.
I can see why we've never seen Worf in that room.
Why?
Running joke that blue barrels are Worf's nemesis.
Oh.
Too many blue barrels for Worf.
Little bumblebees. Yeah. I was just telling Ferry before you showed up that apparently I somehow got 2 tier 6 coupons.
Oh, nice.
So we were.
I've got one that I need to go use.
We
I
were,
found out today.
we were browsing the store and trying to see if there was anything I liked the look of in Yield store.
Can I get the Connie? want to see if I can get the Connie. But
I, they have the the Shangri-La Command Warship, which I believe it does. I believe it does the Constitution refit. I don't know if it does the classic TOS.
no, I want the. I very specifically want the Strange New Worlds Connie.
Oh,
The character Connie.
that one comes from a lockbox, I believe, or is it in a Muds
Is it?
market? Yeah, I think that's a lockbox thing.
Boo.
Sort by descending price. I don't even see it up on the store.
And before anyone has, I'm probably sure that we've already set this establishment. Can we please put in the title, no Strange New Worlds spoilers?
No, which ones?
Strange New Worlds spoilers.
Oh, yep.
Because I'm still waiting for the rest of the episodes to come out. Tim sent me a message yesterday, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time he and I spoke, I'd mentioned maybe watching Strange New Worlds to him, and he was very dubious about the idea of a musical episode.
Oh, but it's such a good episode.
And he'd sent me a Discord message yesterday. I was like, I just finished the Strange New Worlds musical episode. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
So
It is a.
and oh man, and tease for season 4. Oh, I fucking love Strange.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
All right, I am in Final Fantasy, so whenever you want to make the switch over, I will be. I have already defeated the login boss.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that, huh? Wink. Oh, that's the one. Okay. I found the right ship. Alright, let's change this to say... Yes, Natara, you did hear Final Fantasy. Jordan's done faffing about in Star Trek Online.
Oh. Yes, I have defeated the login boss, and I am currently tooling about in Hengsha, trying really hard not to stab Hancock. Hi, Natara. I hope you enjoy your meeting this evening.
And then... We are not playing Star Trek Online anymore. We are playing...
The finalist of fantasies.
Look, guys, I actually updated all the information on properly. Also, now that we have people here actually paying attention, I've made my life easier for stuff,
Uh-oh.
and your life's easier for stuff.
He sold his wife. I mean, what?
I made us a link tree. Yay!
Oh, much easier. Yeah.
So all of our socials and the link to the YouTube and the merch, all in one place now, rather than me trying to. I was just like, I want to share it with people, but how do I share it with people? And it's like, oh, you know what? Screw it. Linktree. Because I now battled the login boss. Doink. I'm in. Surprise.
Huzzah. Now, you've probably been off doing stuff, so...
I have not.
Wow.
I've been spending a lot of time crashing out about trying to finish my professional development classes.
Yeah.
And work this night job has mostly been me sleeping during the day. So I have not been doing as much stuff. So here we are trying to punch Hancock in the face. Wait, I have an emote that might let me do this.
I mean, I've been using emotes to cut him to ribbons, but...
Oh, come on, work for me.
There's the Shadowbacks emote, right?
Yep. Pop, pop. Alright, I'm done.
Alright, so when we last left off, we just finished 4.2, right?
Yep.
And I was sitting here with my head in my hands, much like the end of Planet of the Apes, yelling that they'd done it. Those damn idiots, they'd gone and done it, or whatever the line is. Because as it turns out, they brought, not only got Setsu back, they brought Yotsuyu back. They have been doing the amnesia thing, which I think I should get some bonus points for not like absolutely crashing out over. Like, yeah, sure, I was upset and annoyed and all of that, but I could have crashed out so hard over that, but I didn't. And I feel good about myself. I'm going to call that development.
Some of the best development we've had so far.
Only because you were sick, too. I mean, there's that, too. And then we spent pretty much an entire patch playing nicey-nicey with some douchebag from the Garlean Empire who, at the end of the patch, just turned around and went, "Hey, look, I'm a douchebag," and we were like, "Yeah," and it kind of made me felt, and I'll be honest with you, the way that he just out of the blue, out of nowhere, in the middle of everyone, starts talking about how he's going to kill all of us, and no one around us can hear him, annoyed the shit out of me. But it also kind of made me feel like, because there was a moment where he asked to be left alone with Yotsuyu, and I instantly went, "No, don't do that. That's really stupid." And turns out, while he was alone with Yotsuyu, he did a thing. Fucking surprise, surprise. I know, I just feel like most of the last patch was a waste of my time. Because it was babysitting this dude who... everything would... I don't know.
It was us babysitting this dude who we could all very clearly see was... No, he's bad news to be around.
Like, if the idea was to have us babysit him, like him, and then when he turns around and goes, I'm evil, be like, oh shit, I'm shocked. They really need to write and voice act him completely differently. Mm-hmm. We hated him from the moment we met him. We didn't need an entire patch to get us to hate him. Could have just shown up and been a smarmy dickhead, which is what he was. And Natara's probably sitting there going, yes, hate him. Because apparently they hate him too. So.
And
we stopped at the end of 4.2, basically.
Yes. And I wonder how much of the... Because I hear this, I've heard this a couple of times in playing through, that sometimes there's almost an error in localization, if you will. Mm-hmm. That the way the voice actor the English VA comes off doesn't seem to translate very well to what the actual emotion in, if we were to hear it in, say, Japanese.
Yeah, I get told this quite a lot, because especially when Heavensward is brought up, because I often mention how creepy I found Sir Amaric and his unrelenting flirtations with with my PC, right?
Right.
And yeah, I loved Horchenfront as a character. I am regularly told that in the Japanese version, the characterizing is basically the other way around. Where Horchenfront is the one that's got the horn on for you.
Interesting.
Amaric is the laid back one.
Huh.
Which really makes the whole the written in mourning over Horchenfront's death fucking weird to me, but it makes way more sense with Horchenfront being like the total bro that he is in the English version, and Amaric being the slightly creepy one. But again, I'm also apparently one of the few that found Amaric creepy. So anyway, let's talk to Awful Nerd, shall we? Kick off 4.3. Osetsu Tsuyu. Awful Nerd has important news to share.
Impeccable timing. We have just received a letter from Lord Hien. He writes that the Domans are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Kojin to maintain a constant watch over the Red. By staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoarding and the like, they mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud, thereby satisfying the conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Galleon's part, the Populares have sent word that the vessel bearing Doman conscripts is soon to arrive in Yachiyo. It would seem that a prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Hien requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this critical juncture. Solemn
Seems
nods.
like it would happen. According to the letter, your Tsuyu's memory is yet to return. So it looks like she'll be living out the rest of her days in Doma. Assuming the ambassador means to honor the agreement, of course. Before we get to that, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time. The Domans have missed any change in her mental state, however slight. It would be better if Ashai weren't the one to spot it.
Agreed. Let us make straightaways for the Enclave, then. Lord Hien will be waiting. I trust you can cope. You will cope in our absence, Satu? The fuck you mean she will cope? She didn't need you here in the first place.
You're the one that spent all the money, motherfucker.
Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine. Just be sure to come back safely.
Like, I get it, capitalism's bad, but she probably owns Hengsha by now. Kugane, right? Well, it's cool. Alright, where are we going?
The
All the
Dome
way
and
back to
Enclave.
Lothar.
Yeah, I can set up the transport once we meet up in the front office.
I'm outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Endwalker, Natara, where we find out Estinian has no idea what money is? Oh, that's the wrong button, Jordan.
It's for sure in Endwalker, but I can't remember if they talk about it before that. Apparently.
Oh, yeah. Because I remember, because there's a moment where you go somewhere, and you're unable to do anything. You, Thancred, and Alphino maybe, might be Alizé, are basically laid up, and Estinian comes back with food, and he's like, "Hey, I bought food. It costs like 2,000 gil for like a sandwich." I'm just like, the fuck, Estinian?
He and Alphino belong together.
The fuck you mean, Estinian? You spent 2,000 gil on a sandwich?
Oh, it's time for everyone's favorite voice, right, Natara?
Indeed. Talking to him.
Ah, I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. It's better than his normal voice. One of the things I figured out that Shadowbringers has helped me figure out, right? Not Shadowbringers, Stormblood has helped me figure out. Is how much I hate it when someone is talking in a perfectly normal accent and then tries to say one word in another accent, right?
Mm.
And it's usually whenever Hien is talking about Doma. Because he'll be like, yeah, I'm talking about this, and then I went to the shops and I bought myself a tuna fish sandwich with a really nice banana smoothie and some really nice ready salted chips. They were nice kettle cooked chips. And then I went and I walked my dog in the park and met a nice girl, and we sat on the bench and we talked, and we talked about movies and TV, and we both really excited for the new season of Ted Lasso. And then I went home to Doma.
Where did you go
And then
home
we
to?
just
Where
saw-
did you go home to, Bob?
Oh, after we talked about Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went home to Doma, and then we just.
Ugh.
And it's even more
You are
unavoidable
going
with
to
certain
have so much
people.
fucking fun with Shadowbringers. Because when we get to
Because-
one of the capitals in Shadowbringers, I think you're going to enjoy just coming up with the most egregious voices for them.
And it's even worse when, like, he'll be like, yeah, and, like, then we were sitting on the bench and we talked about Ted Lasso for a bit. And after a while, I finally came to my senses, and it just occurred to me. We were just there, and it was Yotsuyu. And then we sort of just carried on talking. And that's happened a lot in this expansion. Anyway. Though I wore some... Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there was one other matter I neglected to mention. As it concerns Gosetsu, you may have observed he returned from his ordeal and he rather worse for wear, and despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, would someone clip that, please? I very rarely get that kind of reaction out of Jordan.
The last time you got that reaction out of me was,
What up, fuckers?
yep.
Please, someone clip that. Anyway. It's best ever to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. And we all do the exact same standing back animation. Surprise.
Good gods, is he alright?
Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry undearly, which is all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it might be high time that he receives some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. Alright, I'll stop doing that now.
We will visit him at once. Alize, shall we? Adventure, Alize, shall we?
Alright, I'm gonna go back and clip that. I waited too long. God damn it.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Thank you, Frary.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought we might welcome some visitors.
Not showing as a. It just takes me to the Twitch front page.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's taking some time to process.
It's there in our clips thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's there in our clips library. Thank you, Frary, for clipping that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Confined to... A gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps. But with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes. Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you, this is not...
We need to wash you, you stink.
I'm not seeing it. The clip, that is.
What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man. Is something wrong, sir?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
They make a convincing pair, do they not? At the first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her a muddled grandchild. If I was expected to watch my grandfather like that, get the fuck out.
Indeed. Had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see that Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit.
What a turn of events. I mean, for her to be suddenly watching over him. You couldn't make it up. I suppose Gosetsu is an old man. The only way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. Aye. He has resisted decrepitude with the same defiance as he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains he will never again be the warrior he once was. He's given his all for his liege and his land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsuyu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled.
This is no pretense.
Aren't you, Gary?
Okay.
Gary, out of all of us, I think you the most hardest to convince. What makes you so sure?
I have been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slipped, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami. A child's game. Even the wariest shinobi would not go to such lengths, but I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken.
Is amnesia unique in Eorzea? Because they're all acting as if people never recover from amnesia ever.
That is a very good question that I don't have a very good answer for.
Okay. That's good enough for me. And everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Tsuyu. And you might want to give her a much different name. That's very similar to her original name, and it's likely to spark her having memories. Just saying. And begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we need to present her to the ambassador one last time, to prove that her memory is truly gone. I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she is good as faster than chains around the necks. Aye. Which is why I mean to conclude this business with Tsuyu first, out of the sight of my countrymen. You help me.
We are at your service. There's no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace.
My thanks. Guardians are on their way. We must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Tsuyu. This all feels like a trap. This all feels like a trap.
We're smarter than this.
That might be the best moment in that movie. How do we get caught in a trap? We're better than this. Alright. Have we covered that we're finishing early this evening?
Oh, I mentioned it when I started, but I'll reiterate. There are some things going on with my family that we will be ending 5:30, 5:45 today, so that I can go be with them. And there's one other Friday here in the next couple of weeks, the 15th, where we'll probably do something during the day, during the week, to make up for.
Yeah.
Because my nephew is
Yeah.
getting baptized, and it feels kind of important to
Oh.
be to be with my family for that. Yeah.
I may not believe in all that spiritual shit, but that's cool for you and your family, my dude.
I don't, but my brother-in-law is
Exactly, right?
very
about-
Catholic.
Yeah, it's
Comes
about
from a Catholic-
supporting your family, right? Like, it's why it always bothers me when like people are like, oh, I've got to go celebrate a christening or something like that, and everyone's like, fucking religion's not a thing, and I'm like, just be happy for the people that are enjoying it, my dude.
Yeah. All right, who are we talking to? We're talking to Alphino, who's probably over here by the boats.
The
Right?
nerd at the docks, yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do. Shall we wait here then? Loading in should not be long. Uh-oh, did we...
Friends, have you seen Suyu? She's nowhere to be found. Shock and horror.
What? But the Guardians will be landing in a matter of moments.
If she's fled, could it be that her memories have returned? I know not. Giddy is scouting the streets as we speak. It is possible Tsuyu has left the Enclave altogether. Captain, a word. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river?
Fair-skinned women, my lord. I do not rightly know, I think. Yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers, whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand and help her onto the boat. White as new-fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong?
Wrong? No, no. I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. Skip through that one. I'm putting. Okay, we go. It would seem that Tsuyu has crossed the river. Kami, help me. No good can come of this. Casting coffer, please.
Oh, I did mention last week, I think it was, when I was flying around solo, that I do still have 2 Fantasias floating around in my bank
Oh,
from
yeah.
various events that I'd be willing to do a bit of a shift for Shadowbringers. So if any of the fans out there want to see me have a shift for Shadowbringers, please.
The only thing I'm considering. So, when we were at Limit Break, Natara. For those of you who aren't aware, I help run a charity event called RPG Limit Break, and this year there was a showcase of Final Fantasy XIV with Natara and a bunch of other cool folk running like EX raids and things. Savage raids, it might have been. I can't remember off the head. And it was a lot of fun. Go watch it. But while we were there, another of our friends, Vani, had mentioned wanting to play Final Fantasy XIV, but never really being able to get into it. And we discussed maybe rolling alts to help, and like all playing together.
Mm-hmm.
I'd considered rolling a Lalafell for that, but I will be Ellison for life. I love Ishgard and Heavensward way too much. Yeah, if we'd have done that, Natara, I'd have played the Lalafell. He ended up playing at least some, but wanted to do a solo. That's fair. Yeah. The other thing that I really... there's only one other main Final Fantasy XIV regret I have, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that when we started this adventure of you and I playing together, we didn't both just make bards, and me being Bill S. Preston and you being Ted Theodore Logan. That's the biggest regret I have. But I just named my retainers Bill and Ted, so
There you go. I was going to say it's not too late to just go be bards, but
I already went there. I'm not leaving the Red Mage life anytime soon. I'm enjoying it too much. I tried picking up a new class in WoW in Raid last night, and it did not go well. So I am uninspired to change in 14 as well.
speaking of, if there is a job you'd like to see me attempt Shadowbringers as, I need to know that nowish, so that
Yeah.
I can make sure that it's leveled up appropriately.
We also need to be able to book Natara's time anytime we need to do a dungeon, so that we get a decently quick queue. We've sat around waiting for queues before.
All right, Hien.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm pouring a drink for myself. Believe it or not, Hien's voice is a little tiring on the throat. Isn't great when you're still a little bit sick, but oh shit! Hang on, I just got a Discord message. I have to
Mm. Yeah. So for those curious, I do actually have all of the jobs through Endwalker unlocked. And I don't mind switching up. I just need to know what you'd like to see me try playing as, for what it's worth in Final Fantasy XIV content. Obviously not Blue Mage. Blue Mage.
How would you like people to determine this?
Oh, let's I was just gonna let people shout it out in the chat, but make sure you either send us a message on through the socials. So if you have the direct line to me via Facebook or whatever, or Discord, not Facebook, you can send me a message there. You should be able to private message us through any of the 4 major microblogging platforms. Check us out on Linktree. It's 321_TV. Da 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 da.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All good. Natar decided to run away as well.
They do that a lot.
They're like, we don't want to hear this Hien voice anymore.
All right, Ian. Gone like the morning dew. But how about the Mountain Dew? Though his face betrays little sign of panic, Hien is plainly desperate to find Yotsuyu before something terrible happens. Terrible. It seems that Tsuyu has gone unrecognized so far. But Kami help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. Let us know when you're back, Natara. I have an question. The responsibility for her disappearance, for all of this, lies with me. But I would ask your aid nonetheless.
We're at your service, Lord Hien. Now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search.
You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side.
Cause I got friends on the other side.
We have no way to know where Yutsu is headed. So we had best divide our forces. I will take Kusagari and its surroundings. Nerd, you take Castrum Fulminus. Adventurers, forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of the Yutsugi Mania? One of the Namazu may have seen our quarry. If anyone is in agreement, let us board the skiff and hope the Kami smile upon our efforts. Okay. And you are.
Oh, that's what that quest is. Okay.
I think that's some kind of fishing thing.
It's back in the Enclave. It allows you to do basically rep grind for the Enclave to get access to other special quests and stuff.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah. Question the residents of the Yakuza Manor. What?
Yakuza Man is back where Tartaru's living. Oh, fuck.
These little fucks.
Little shit.
Welcome to Yuzuka Manor. Yes, yes. Is there anything you care to know? You need only, a pale-skinned woman? I have seen no such traveler, I am sorry to say. Most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namazu, on the other hand, we have in abundance. This is a nice little counting house, though.
Yeah, very nice. This is the post again? This is. I saw this when I was right back from my fishing trip. So just crossed the shallows. This was headed in the northeasterly direction, for the most part. Her steps did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. That started off as one thing and ended up almost Kermit the Frog.
Mounting on the front. Somewhere down here.
Up here, my dude.
Got it.
You see no sign of Yotsuyu to the north. Perhaps she is somewhere farther off in the northeast.
Oh, look, here's the next destination spot.
Still no sign of Yotsuyu. Perhaps she is yet farther to the northeast. Which means she's in town, probably.
Indeed.
She's not going to end well.
Nope.
Oh, this is a much longer one. This is probably leading to a cutscene.
Indeed.
No. Yotsuyu's nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground to a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar-looking, wide-brimmed hat. Then it should be on the ground. Oh, there it is. Never mind. A cursory glance is all that is required to confirm your suspicions. It is the same hat Yotsuyu was wearing. You found her in Sakazuki. Before you ask, our search of Kukusagari and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught. Save this chance for reunion with you, I suppose.
Mr. Salazar has gone to assist her brother in the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Hien here shortly thereafter.
How did you fare at Yuzuka Manya? Any sign of our missing guest? Blah blah, blah blah blah. Towards Namai by the Kami. The villagers recognize her, it would not end well. Mr. Huddy, Gary and I will check the patties. That's a not. They're called Irish people. The village. The village square is yours. We're sure doing a lot to stop this.
Yep.
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge.
She couldn't have survived.
What did I do?
As if you don't know.
Good people of the mine, be at ease, I pray. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Kosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten everything she's done.
Lies! Lies! My lord, she would say anything to escape punishment.
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice. I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker.
What I saw then, it's all true.
I'm sorry.
Here we go.
So sorry.
We're supposed to forgive you.
Oh, fuck. I think I've realized where this is going. Oh, no. I think I lost Jordan.
Nope, I'm here. What you got, Bob?
And I think I've realized where this is going. Well, they've made a big deal about, like, single people being able to summon primals. So I'm fully expecting at the meeting with her brother for her to have a fucking breakdown and turn into a primal.
See if you're right, Bob.
I love how you... That was very sportscaster-y. Oh, move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Fruits of her labor. Yen's face is a picture of relief. That would have been better avoided. At least it did not end in bloodshed, and judging by Suyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of a former life. Excuse me?
No, she doesn't, because she admits the fact she remembered
She just
something.
admits she's seen it all! This was no escape attempt. That's true. Nay, it seems it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's, which brought her to Namai. She came in search... Oh, that's you.
Nay, it seems it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's which brought her to Namai. She came in search of a persimmon.
Ah. And they say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gosetsu finds the taste to his liking. Well, we have certainly taken the long way around, but let us continue on to Castrum Fulminus and our meeting with the ambassador. The nerd and the better one should be there already, conducting their search. It just realized to me that they've now become the nerd and the better one. I've said it a couple times now, and it's just struck me that I've said it like several times.
I see a Stargate. Meow.
Didn't do it right. Do it right. There we go. Can we go in here? No. Are they behind it?
Who? No, they're outside the front gate.
Oh, okay.
Talking again.
Yeah. Seems our Imperial guests have already arrived. It's time to meet with the ambassador. So, Natara, I had a question earlier, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, yes. I mean, I guess I have two questions now. The first one being, Did you hear my prediction just now? The moment when I just went, fuck, at the top of my lungs because I kind of figured what was going on. No? Okay. They've been talking a lot about primals, so I'm half expecting you see you to wig out and turn into a primal. The other question was, it can come up after this cutscene.
A pleasure to see you too.
How did I not see that coming earlier?
Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
I should have seen that coming a mile off.
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
No, it's not. She just fucking crashed out and said she remembered everything.
So I
Or she'd seen everything.
But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Ah, Yotsu. You look.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister?
Oh, Dinatar.
These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Is he supposed to be older than her?
I think he's young. He looks younger.
Gossets. I have to take this to Gossets.
Just kill them.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me, sir, Lord Here. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma.
Of Doma.
fucking trap.
We continue with the exchange as planned.
This whole thing stinks of trap.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the constables.
I knew better than to trust the shy. That was a dirty trick.
Agreed.
Still, unpleasant as it was, we've at least put the matter of Suyu's future to rest. Now send her back to the Enclave with you, Giri, to give Gosetsu his precious persimmon. Come, let us follow them. Come on, Alphino, you're meant to be the smart one. You have that look, Alphino. What is it?
Oh, nothing of consequence, most like. We can discuss it upon our return.
That's how you do it, game. Teleport us all the way back.
Yeah.
More of that.
It happened a lot. It's been happening a lot more frequently in this post patch.
Yeah. Yeah. We should pay a visit to Gisetsu and reassure him about Suyu's fate. He will want to know that the Empire has finally relinquished its claim on her.
Are you awake?
Hello. Come in, come in. When Tsuyo returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents, a misguided attempt to restore Yotsu to his senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was treated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
Think that little shit cared.
Say that again?
Alizé's line about it being a cruel tactic.
I like this acai less and less.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsu to remain with us in Dong. Our
Oh, his name is
purpose
Asai.
is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
Crystals, my friend.
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his agenda.
Oh, for fuck's
We should
sake.
be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
Can the people in charge of this fucking world be a little less?
Just put a lock on her fucking door.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
God fucking damn it.
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, no, the responsibility is mine. It was I who gave her a room instead of herself.
It's the mother and father.
She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
I guess you can call upon my assistance since the rest of your court seems to be useless.
Right?
You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. That may be enough to get us to Kilgarmy and start a new business.
My beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against all. Against all enemies. And it begins with you!
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise.
Yeah, literally like 2 minutes ago, which makes it fucking pointless.
You always were a cold-blooded little boy. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me. To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
For fuck's sake.
Please, don't
And he fucking deserved it.
die.
Any sign of her?
Okay.
Something you want to unpack there, Bob?
I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but that was the sound of me taking my glasses off. The whole point of setting up something that is for the loss of a better term, a ticking time bomb is suspense.
Agreed.
Not having it go off immediately. Otherwise, what was the point of the time bomb?
That is a very good question.
If you'd done this whole thing one expansion later, like if it had stopped right after the prisoner transfer, and then we get a message after whatever we do in Shadowbringers, and he ends like, we have a problem. That would make this whole will she remember, won't she remember, is she pretending, is she not thing worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've done actively as the player, we've done literally nothing since her re-meeting her parents and Ashai being like, you'll come back to us one day, and then it's less than 2 minutes of screen time. Less than 2 minutes. Oh. Like, I've tried really hard to enjoy a lot of the post patch of Stormblood. I really have. I just don't think I don't think any of the post patch has been very well executed, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the main story, but this is. I think they pasted it on being release dates rather than think about how it would flow if you played it all at once, which would explain this more. No. Because again, I mean, yes, that would help, but I don't think the release date would have affected what's just happened here.
It wouldn't
because the big like, if you'd have kept all of the post patch the same up until the moment we just talked to Hien to go tell Gasetsu that she's staying with us, it would have been fine. The issue is her being told she'll come back, her resisting the influence of her parents, her if you look at it in this way, if we continue the analogy of the bomb, right? Meeting her parents again was the planting of the bomb, right? And everything we've seen up to this was watching someone build a time bomb. Like all the stuff about will she remember, won't she remember? And then we see that little glimpse of her remembering something when she met the parents, but not really kind of letting on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing that's said in her ear at the end, that's the planting of the bomb. There, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Natara, but when this is released, 4.3 was all released at once, right? It wasn't released week over week or month after month. It was just all of 4.3 came out at once. Because if I'm wrong about that, then that's kind of important. Yeah, it was. Okay. Like, if you'd have left it there, it would have been fine. The issue is they blow it up instantly, and that's not on a patch cycle. That's in the same patch. And that's what's really made... Like, I regularly talk about the second Matrix movie, right? Which is widely regarded as one of the worst sequels of all time. And I firmly believe that if the third Matrix movie had delivered on half of what was set up in the second Matrix movie, it would be better remembered. And here, I think it's very much the same. This would the way they just didn't, the way they've set off the bomb early feels like it's doing the rest of the story they were trying to tell a disservice. It's almost like, sorry, go ahead, Jordan.
I was going to say, it's not like there was no setup or build up to it. It's literally the next quest.
It's not even the next quest. It's in the same quest. It is the next step of the same quest. I'm pretty sure. Because you get back from doing everything at the castrum, and it teleports you straight back into this room.
Oh yeah, nope, you're right. It is all one
and you
quest.
Then instantly turn it into Hien, and the cutscene started.
Yep, you were right. It is all one quest. It's
one quest. Again, I'm sure there would have been some difference to it over when you were playing it over time, but if they'd have just cut it off with us all going into Gosetsu's room when Hien said that, and Yotsuyu being with us and giving him the persimmon, and then coming back to it after Shadowbringers, that would have been a brilliant delivery. But it's just, it's almost like they just want to forget Shadowbringers. It's almost like they want to forget Stormblood existed at some point. I'll be very interested to see how many of these characters show up in like Endwalker. Well, Endwalker not so much because that's supposed to be the combination of all the, but like in Shadowbringers, because we've found the same thing with Heavensward. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in Endwalker because they do the they do the what's the word I'm looking for? It's supposed to be like culminating the story of all the expansions or whatever. But like, there's been very few people from Heaven's Ward in this. Like, we saw Amaric and Lucia for a while when we were assaulting Girabania, but that's kind of it. And it very much. So this feeds into the question I was going to ask. The next question I was going to ask you. When does the pre-patch start? Because I will be very surprised if the pre-patches don't start like right now, basically. Maybe like 1 or 2 more quests. Because it very much feels like they're like, fuck, shit, fuck, everything out the door, get it out the door, make it go right now, let it go, must go, Shadowbringers, blah, 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 blah. It's very much got that vibe to me. Even more so after this last quest. Because it's usually for point 1, point 2, and point 3 a post patch, and then point 4 and point 5 and point 6 are usually pre-patch, right?
Yes.
I legit don't think you're going to like Shadowbringers at this point, and we'll be delighted if you do, but I'm much more doubtful at this point. It's starting patch on. Okay. Okay. I'm probably not articulating myself very well. I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm enjoying playing the quest. I'm enjoying going through it all. I'm enjoying... Like, I wouldn't be playing if I wasn't enjoying it. It's just that I've had a game built up to me that is this storytelling masterpiece. And a lot of it is not living up to as close of inspection. I've really enjoyed a lot of Shadowbringers. Like, the main, like, I call them the 0.0 patch, the main patch. I really enjoyed that whole thing. There were little things to nitpick, like a icon on a roof that we didn't spot without air support or whatever. But I had fun playing. Might not be if you can read the rating in advance like you can. It's just interesting.
I think to that extent, I think just to sort of counter Nataro's point there, I think even with your, for lack of a better term, we'll call it media literacy. No, we'll.
All right, I'm gonna allow this, but I wanna respond to this when you first, Jordan.
Even with your, I think with, we'll call it your media literacy, your ability to, you're reading in and seeing the tropes and seeing them there. I think you will. I think you'll find a level of enjoyment in the story to Shadowbringers, because it is. Sorry for the spoiler here. It is in a different world. It is in a different place.
I'd already figured that out.
I
figured that a long time ago.
It's in a different place where people have different views on how the world should work around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, from the type, like, not to be that guy, but like, not to feed into what Natara was saying, but the moment that I met the Warriors of Light and they went home,
the Warriors
of Darkness, and they went home, I went, oh, that must be what Shadowbringers is. right?
Yep. It's exactly what you said.
I want to address this. Yeah, for sure. I'm just concerned some of the things I thought wasn't weak because you can read the rating in advance like you can. I'm a basic bitch who can't see in advance and I have such low standards. No. It's not about being a basic bitch. It's not about seeing things in advance. It's not about having low standards. I can see all the tropes coming I want, right? If it's executed well, it's still executed well. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is Hot Fuzz, which is a parody trope movie, but it's so well executed. I watched it 3 times while I was at Limit Break alone. I love that movie. Hot Fuzz. The follow-up to Shaun of the Dead. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely should. Oh my god, movie night. Oh, you can't hear over the meeting.
We'll mute the meeting. It's fine. You're probably not saying anything important.
But Jordan called it media literacy. It's not media literacy. It's having been a dungeon master for 30 years. I've seen every story coming because I've told them all. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to give the let's talk through a thing, right? Let's talk through Yotsuyu, right? I saw the amnesia thing coming. I worked it out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Basically because, one, you never do a we never found the body without the bodies coming back. It's simple storytelling 101. 2, how do they bring Yotsuyu back and have her be a continued member of the story without us murdering her on sight? 1, she has to be a good guy. 2, how does she become a good guy? There is only one way she can become a good guy, and is it that people are questioning if they should hurt her. And the only way they can do that is if she loses her memory. It's a very simple, logical thought process. And that comes from having to lay out logical stories for D&D players to follow. And sometimes, like just now, I had like a fuck when I realized that she may turn into a thing. That wasn't necessarily a fuck going, oh, that's bad. That was me going, oh, I should have seen that coming earlier. Right? That was me swearing at myself, for example. It's like, how did I not see that coming? That's a good thing. But yeah, sorry. I have completely derailed us for the last, 20 minutes, and it's time for Jordan to go.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, we'll park it here and pick up the... which means Monday, we get to see the fruits of all of Bubs cussing himself out.
And Natara, please, again, I want to reiterate, I have fully enjoyed my time playing this game. I wouldn't be playing it if I weren't enjoying it. It's just interesting to see where me setting yourself up in case you don't like it because it's my favorite. Okay. One thing I will say I've really enjoyed about before we go, one thing I really have enjoyed about the post patches is they've not shied away from tough decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that other games have done. like the decision of having to of Nanamo basically being like, no, you big dumb idiot, go home, lead your people. Right, that was a great scene. I loved that scene between Nanamo and
Raoban.
And Raoban. I've really enjoyed like the interplay between Hien having to second guess himself over Yotsuya. That's been great. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Get us out of here, nerd.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming and checking us out. It has been a roller coaster of a. We're only like 2-3 quests into this patch, and it's already been a roller coaster for us. Obviously, with us going off on such long tangents about the story elements to it. Please make sure you bookmark us at Linktree 321_TV, where you'll see everything, including our socials, up there. We're on all 4 major microblogging platforms, and we post every time we're going live. Twitter, we are 321 Podcast. Blue Sky, we are 321tv.bsky.social. Threads, we are at 321_TV.live. And Mastodon, on the Mastodon.social server, we are at 321_TV. You can watch the replay of many of our streams from the start of the year here over on YouTube, and that's bit.ly/321_Y_T. Please make sure you also check out our merch store, 321-tv-shop.fourthwall.com, where you can get hoodies, sweatpants, basketball shorts, polo shirts, cups, and stickers, and a really awesome playmat for you to take to your Friday Night Magic event. Bob, anything you want to slap out there? You got a raid target for us?
I am working on a raid target right now. I do want to slap out there that if you haven't, if you guys haven't already, if you like yourself some, if you've ever followed our, come on, brain. If you've ever followed any of our raids through to the RPG Limit Break channel, we're going to do another raid to the RPG Limit Break channel now, because the Final Fantasy series relay race is on.
Nice.
Where we have 3 teams, and it's the first team to beat 20 Final Fantasy games.
Good lord.
That will be happening this weekend. This is a yearly tradition, and I fucking love it. So, we're going to be heading over to raid Limit Break.
Nice. So we're going to send you off there for that, as we always do. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum. In the words of the 16th President of these here United States, Abraham Lincoln, please be excellent to each other. Party on gender-specific honorifics, and we will see you
on Monday.
Peace.